Finally. Finally, it is time for another Wi-Fi battle. It has been way too long. Let me just check my channel right now when the last upload was for a Wi-Fi battle. And that was the full SlickScizor team way back on April 17th. That was, today's May 16th, so pretty much a month ago. So I'm really excited to get back on this, and hopefully the quality's okay. I've been researching getting a new pair of headphones, so, and along with that a camcorder. So hopefully I should be getting those in, and my quality should be improving for this channel. I just gave away a bunch of things from my giveaways because I revealed the winners. It's going pretty smoothly, a lot more smoothly than I expected. So anyway, let's get into this battle. It was on DuncanKneeDeep's stream. You might know that I'm a huge fan of his now, and I go on his stream pretty much every night because I'm really big about the competitive metagame of Pokemon. So you might look on the screen and see some familiar names. Of course, on the top right, you see DuncanKneeDeep. To his left, you see WitchDoctor, who's a person who's really often on his stream and in the Skype call in his stream. And then we see Vincent Veak here, who is a really good VGC player, and I did not know who he was until this battle. So I think this was earlier this week. I just jumped into his stream, and I'm a subscriber on his Twitch channel, so I had priority in going into a free-for-all. Like the minute I went on, I logged into Skype and I got all that stuff done, and right after recording Ruby actually. So real quick, WitchDoctor brought Articuno. Well, I don't even have to say all three of the legendary birds, and they're all named Darkness and then what element they are, because he's big on darkness. And Duncan brought Snacker, his Speed Boost Sharpedo, Kaiokenny, his Infernape, and Danger Zone, his very famous Magnezone. I brought Choice Scarf Crocodile, EVLite Porygon 2, and a defensive Zapdos. And Veak brought another Porygon 2, obviously EVLite, Jumpluff, which I thought was interesting, and a Cofagrigus. So a lot of these are commonly seen in free-for-alls. So let's get right into it. And this was a really, really fun battle. I was expecting to lose right away, which I almost did, but it was just extremely fun because I'm not any good at free-for-alls, but this was one of the best ones I've been in by far. Kind of disappointed Duncan didn't upload this, and Duncan did upload 2 free-for-alls with me in them. One was the Hackmon's free-for-all. I'll lower the volume a little bit. One was the Hackmon's free-for-all where people brought like Mega Latios and then like Contrary Superior and Adaptability Dragalge, so all these things that can't usually be obtained. So I knock off the EVLite. I'm Choice Scarf, so now I'm locked into it. And the Moltres is going to go for me with a U-turn. Obviously, it's a special attacker, so U-turn's not going to do too much, even though it is super effective. And then WitchDoctor's going to send out his Zapdos now. And then I don't know why Crocodile was such a threat, but Danger Zone used Flash Cannon on me, and I expected to die right there, but I don't know how. I miraculously lived with 1 HP. And Veak goes for the Trick Room because he actually brought the wrong Porygon 2. And this was, I think, some VGC set with Trick Room. So I decided to take advantage of that and come into my own Porygon 2. And I'm just going to trace the pressure there, which is sometimes handy. And Porygon 2 went for the Tri-Attack on my Crocodile, and luckily I switched out. And then Danger Zone went for me with Flash Cannon as well. So everyone went for me this turn except for WitchDoctor, who went for the Porygon that did not have the EVLite because I knocked it off. So because the Trick Room is up and Veak has a very slow Porygon, he's going to go for the Recover, and Duncan's going to go for the Volt Switch on Zapdos. And he's going to come into Kaiokenny, his Infernape now, and then I use Recover on my own Porygon 2 because I want to keep the bulk. It's really the only reason that it's on this team, because free-for-alls, you have to have bulk. There's no way you can win a game without bulk. You can't bring hyper-offensive and somehow pull out a win unless you somehow convince people not to go for you. And I go for the Tri-Attack on the Infernape just because I didn't really know what else to go for. And it was a pretty big threat because it's a fighting type. So Electric Darkness and I together take that out. But then Veek actually goes for a second Trick Room, making an alliance with Duncan, because Duncan told him to Trick Room again and cancel it out. So anyway, his Sharpedo is going to protect this turn, and then I'm going to get thundered here by WitchDoctor, and this was actually a really big play. He crit and paralyzed me, so he got a bunch of hacks on that play. He hits the thunder, he gets the paralysis, and he gets a crit. So that was really big. And I go for the Tri Attack on the other Porygon too, but it lives with 1 HP and gets a recover off. I was so disappointed by that. But anyway, Duncan's going to get the speed boost with his Sharpedo there. And next turn, he's going to go straight for a Crunch on the Zapdos, because it has been doing pretty good damage to his team, and it definitely threats him with the Thunder. And threatens him with the Thunder. And Veek's going to go for another Recover on his Porygon too, and it wasn't too bad because it doesn't have the Eviolite anymore. And I also went for my own Recover because it was really my only chance of continuing in this battle, because if anything went for me, I was pretty much dead there, especially because I'm paralyzed and I'm last now. So WitchDoctor's going to bring in his Articuno now, his Frozen Darkness, and Snacker's going to go for another Protect, because I think Duncan just goes for a Protect every other turn, not for the speed boost, but just to survive longer. And Veek also uses Protect on his Porygon too, which I didn't know he had until that point. So I get Parahaxed here, and that was just a really unproductive turn. 2 Protects, Parahax, and a move that was protected. So this turn, I think, yeah, Veek's Porygon 2 gets waterfalled by the Life Orb Sharpedo there, but even without the Eviolite, it takes it really well. And then I'm going to get hit by the Freeze Dry, which does virtually nothing. And I think WitchDoctor actually had just a bunch of, just had Life Orbs on all of his Pokemon. And I go for another Recover there, even though everyone's going for me. And at this point, everyone's just saying go for the Eviolite Porygon 2, and which is pretty much exactly what they did. So Crunch did a pretty good amount to me, and then I get hit by the Hurricane. So WitchDoctor just hit a bunch of 70 accuracy moves, and I live with 1 HP, a bunch of things living with 1 HP in this free-for-all, but Veek did go for the Tri Attack on me, so everyone went for me that turn because I was really the bulkiest thing on the field, and that took care of me. So I'm going to go into my Zapdos now, because it can take a good amount of hits, and I didn't really want to go straight into Crocodile, because it can't do much at this point. So Zapdos is just, I forget what I did this turn, but Duncan and Veek both decided to protect that turn, and I predicted that, so I went for the Thunderbolt on the Articuno, but it used Roost, and I'm not running speed on my Zapdos, so it was slower than the Articuno. So Thunderbolt's going to do neutral damage because of that Roost, and it would have done a really good amount of damage if it were super effective. And now Duncan's going to go for a Crunch on me, which I was really confused about, because he really had no idea, but no reason to go for me, because I was just in a bad position anyway. And WitchDoctor's going to go for the Freeze Dry on me, so I've just been getting targeted this whole game. So anyway, the Veek's Porygon 2 is still surviving without that Eviolite, and this is when everyone starts to realize that it's become a very large problem. So I'm going to come into my Crocodile. It's my last Pokemon. I'm not that much of a threat anymore, but I'm going to lock myself here with my Choice Scarf into a Stone Edge, just to take out Witch, because he was just killing everything that I had, and it was bothering me. And that's going to take out the Articuno. And this battle really shows why Pressure is a really good ability. So I'm going to get the Moxie Boost there, and then Duncan does see me as a threat, but doesn't really act upon it in the in the turns right after this. So Veek's going for another Protect, and then Duncan went for a Crunch on it, but that was protected. I go for another Stone Edge on Moltres, and that's 4 times effective, so that takes it out right away. And keep in mind that Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos all have Pressure, so, and I'm locked into a Stone Edge, which is PP max, but that's only 8. So I only have 4 left now. So I really don't know, there's no way I won this, because I was locked into Stone Edge, plus that Sharpedo's faster than me anyway. And I'm going to Stone Edge the Porygon now, and that's going to take it out, and there's no pressure on the field, so I have 3 Stone Edges left now. And then here comes the jump luff. I didn't really know what this thing was going to do, but then after Duncan pointed it out, I realized that's a bulky subseeder. And I go for the Stone Edge, but I missed. That was just so bad. And WitchDoctor is actually out of the free-for-all at this point, and because I just took everything out with Stone Edge. But I missed the Stone Edge. I really needed a hit there, because it would have prevented that thing from setting up a sub. But Duncan and I are just going to form an alliance against Veak here, because that sub-seeding is really, really annoying. But I miss another Stone Edge, and that just bothered me so much. And then that jump left is going to go for a Sleep Powder on me, which is really, really unnecessary, because I'm at 1 HP anyway. But anyway, I actually made a joke here, like, catch me, 1 HP, I'm sleeping, I have the perfect catch rate. But anyway, I'm asleep now. I have 1 Stone Edge left, and I was saving it for that jump left, because I was just going to let Duncan win, because I didn't want Veak to win, because he was just being annoying this whole free-for-all. And after that, Duncan's going to go for another crunch on jump luff, and that's going to take it out from red health easily. And then I'm still asleep at this turn. Like, I think that's 3 turns now, and I got the max turns of sleep, I believe. And Veak's gonna send out his last Pokemon, which is Cofagrigus, really bulky. And then Duncan's gonna go for the crunch on that, and the Mummy's gonna activate, but that doesn't really matter, because I think Duncan's probably at +6 at this point, so, or +5, anything around there. And this is just a really close game. Everyone's in the red health on their last Pokemon, but I'm still asleep, and that was my 4th turn of sleep, I believe. And Veak just killed me there with a knockoff and let Duncan win. So, no matter what, Duncan was going to win, but I really wanted 2nd place, so it just didn't work out. So, that was a really fun free-for-all. Duncan's going to end up winning that one. Really close, because if Duncan had taken a little more Life Orb damage, even 1 more turn of Life Orb damage, he was gone. So, that was just really close, and really by far the most fun free-for-all that I've been in, and I've been in actually a very good amount on Duncan's stream. So that was just extremely fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have a bunch of battles over here. I have 89 saved. I have to delete a bunch now, and that's really all I have to say. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support. It means the world to me. And yeah, stay slick.